Hi, good morning, everyone. Today we will be discussing introduction to research. You will need to learn what is research, what are the types of research, and what is the purpose of conducting each of this research. So, what is research? Research is kajian in bahasa, and then research usually ignited or we stumble upon problems, and then we do some research to investigate what are the factors of the problem and what could be the cause and effect of the problem. For example, the traffic jam in Semarang, it's getting worse. So what would be the factors? It can be from your readings from other journals or other newspapers. It can be the amount of traffic lights or amount of cars or the lack of alternative routes from Semarang to Kuching. Okay, then to reconfirm your theory about the factors of the traffic jam in Semarang, you conduct a research. You ask around, you distribute surveys or collect data, interview, and then you go back and then calculate your findings. How many says agree that this factor is the most important factors to the traffic jam. And then you report your findings. Okay, basically that is research. Characteristics of quality research is based on the work of others, means based on your reading from the newspapers, the journals especially. Research, you can you do the research based on the findings from the previous researchers, from the previous studies. And then the research can be replicated on the other work. You are able to replicate other works by implementing it in your own area or target or population. Means you can use the same method but for different population, different area. For example, the study COVID vaccine can be replicated in all other countries. And research must be achievable in order for it to be characterized as quality research. Okay, your research should be possible or something that can be done. Okay, you don't research why the Mount Everest is so tall. That is not possible. It can be used in another setting. Yes, this is exactly point number 2. And some research can be based on theory, for example, multiple intelligence theory, multimedia learning theory, or theory of planned behavior, or theory technology acceptance model. So technology acceptance model theory is the acceptance of users to use any new technology. Research should be incremental. Add uniqueness in your research to produce a better research compared to the other ones. Okay, means for example, previous study have included 3 factors on the contributing factors on towards the traffic light. Towards the traffic jam in Semarang. So you need to, what does it mean to research should be implemented? So instead of 3, you must add 1 more variables, 1 more factors to confirm your suspicion lah, or confirm your other factors. So previous theory 3 only. So your research add 1 more or add 1 more moderator or mediator factors, so it will be unique. Research is done to improve society. Each aspect of life has different goals, so does every research. So means previous research said 3 factors contribute to the traffic jam in Samarahan. So your research said another factors that contribute to the traffic jam. So it will improve the society. Maybe there's new findings and new way to overcome the traffic jam problem. All right, we have 2 types of research. The first one is non-experimental and then experimental. So under non-experimental research, we have descriptive research, qualitative research, correlational research. For experimental research, we have true experimental and explanatory research as well as quasi-experimental research. So let's dive into each one of them. Okay, descriptive research, dah namanya deskriptif, kajian penerangan. So you buat kajian tu menerangkan sesuatu fenomena. For example, fenomena ramai wanita memilih untuk tidak berkahwin atau ramai pasangan memilih untuk tidak mempunyai anak. So you need to be interested in asking what is going on. So you nak tahulah berapa banyak wanita yang memilih untuk tidak berkahwin, sebab kenapa. Okay. The respondents' feedback is then analyzed and reported in the form of frequencies and percentages. Means you collect data through survey. Okay, you tanya soalan through borang kaji selidik lah. For example, preferable skills required by employees. Okay, this is the statement of research and the findings. This study is to investigate the preferable skills required by employers in Malaysia towards the fresh graduates. Okay, so the questionnaires were distributed to 102 multinational companies in Malaysia, and it was found that the communication skills is the highest skills preferred by the employers, followed by leadership skills, teamwork, and stress management skills. So means you nak tahu, you nak buat kajian apakah skill yang sangat diperlukan, perlu ada dalam fresh graduate. Okay, so you tanya 102 multinational companies di Malaysia, and inilah jawapannya. Dia orang nak skill berkomunikasi itu. Kemahiran berkomunikasi. Okay, next. Yes, and then we have correlational research. Correlational research is you want to know the relationship between the factors and the consequences. So in conducting correlational research, you might engage towards such as relationship, assumption, prediction, or related to. For example, you want to know what other factors influence job satisfaction. Okay, so for example, here the factors are high salary, timely supervision, friendly coworkers. Which one of these factors yang banyak menyumbang kepada job satisfaction? So that is correlational research. Okay, so sama juga, using my example earlier, why couples are married couples do not want to have kids nowadays. So the factors will be high cost of living, or mental health, or simply they do not want, they want to be child free. Okay, and then the factors will be decision to not have a child. So which of the factors yang banyak menyumbang kepada decision towards not having child? Similarly, the correlational research, you will ask the factors in the questionnaire and distribute to the respondents, and then response will be calculated and analyzed to create a correlation coefficient. How many percent determines which factors contribute more to job satisfaction. Moreover, you can check whether these factors are influencing each other or not. So we have discussed descriptive research and correlational research. So the last will be qualitative research. Qualitative research dan namanya kualitatif, which means you have to collect data through interviews or focus groups or meetings. You don't have questionnaire, but you have structured questions, structured interview questions. Why? Because you need to collect data about human group or human behavior in social setting. You wish to seek to understand people's interpretation, use, observations, interviews, and historical methods. And the results will be in qualitative format, which is non-numerical format. Means you punya tuh bukannya dalam bentuk percentage ataupun correlation coefficient. It more of a response, statement of response from your respondents. Types of qualitative research are biography study about one personal experience, phenomenology seeking out perceptions, assumptions, or reaction towards a situation, case study, study an individual or institution which will take a long time to complete but definitely gives accurate results about other individual or institution. And then we have experimental research. So in experimental research, we have explanatory, true experimental, and quasi-experimental research. In explanatory research, you just want to know what are the basic of the phenomenon, why. Okay, you are trying to explain the why it happened. Okay, in descriptive research, you want to seek the survey of divorce trend among the youth couple. So why the trend is increasing divorce among young couples. So in explanatory research, you are seeking why do they divorce. You want to know the reasons why this phenomenon happen. Okay, dulu setahun dua kawin, dulu perkawinan lama, usia perkawinan panjang. Tapi sekarang setahun kawin cerai, 2 tahun kawin cerai. Okay, so you need to know why. So that one was explanatory research. You just want to know why the phenomenon happened. And then we have true experimental research and quasi-experimental research. So in true experimental research, you will really conduct the experiment lah. For example, the experiment of the building, the light. What are the effects of light towards employees' productivity? So we have control and treatment group. Control group means the group of people who will not be given anything in the experiment, depending on what your experiment is. And the treatment group is the one who really get what you want to see the effect lah. For example, COVID-19 vaccine experiment. So the control group will not receive the vaccine. They will receive only maybe saline water, something injected to their body. And then the treatment group will receive the actual vaccine lah. So in true experimental research, you will compare the results between control and treatment group. So before the COVID-19 vaccine was approved to be given to everybody, they did this one first through experimental research. So depending on the results, maybe the results are promising, okay, it is proven, and then WHO has passed for that vaccine to be distributed to all. And then we have quasi-experimental research, which is the researcher has no control over who is assigned to which group. So this will be known through their blood works or something. Okay, you have no, you assign the COVID vaccine 19 to anybody in the involved in the research. So that's about it for research. I hope you understand, and I'll see you for chapter 7.